We have breaking news within the last hour. Simone Biles has made the decision to withdraw from the individual all around competition at the Tokyo Olympics. And the reasoning is to focus on her mental well being, as this comes the day after she made the decision to withdraw from the women's gymnastics team final after she completed one rotation on the vault, as it was indicated later on after that it was for mental health reasons. After there was a bit of speculation that it could have been injury related because she had left the arena with her trainer, I believe it was. And it is unknown at this point if she's going to be competing in the other individual events that do begin next week, as she did qualify for all four of them. And the floor exercise and the vault, those events begin this weekend. I believe it's on Sunday. So it's being reported by the USA Gymnastics that she's going to be evaluated before making that decision on if she's going to compete or not. And if she doesn't, I don't really blame her. I just think that a lot of people, they think that the Olympics is not really that important this time around. People, I don't think, are watching it, and if they are watching it, they're watching it on Peacock or other streaming services, because there honestly has been a lot of people that I've seen on social media saying that they're not going to watch the Olympics, they're going to boycott the Olympics. And I've seen some comments on how, well, posts about how Simone Biles was selfish for what he did. And honestly, I don't blame her one bit, because in my mind, she wasn't at her best during these Olympics. I've really noticed that. Like, I've kind of seen some facial expressions. I mean, others have seen those as well. And she's just made some mistakes that she doesn't make. I do really want to take a minute to talk about mental health, because I really feel like we need to really think and have an open mind when it comes to celebrities or athletes talking about them struggling with mental health. Because as everyday people, we sometimes don't really think about these celebrities or the athletes or even politicians. We kind of view them as, well, oh, they don't have feelings. They have all this money that they can just buy happiness. I mean, sure, you can buy things that could make you happy. Like, you can get a car with a bunch of money. You can get like a new house, or I mean, you can buy whatever you want. It doesn't mean it's going to make you happy. I mean, even if it does, it could just be temporary satisfaction. So I'm personally going to make it a goal for my personal self to have more of an open mind when it comes to people talking about how they feel about things. And whether or not it has anything to do with like sports or like even politics or really anything. I just want to really have more of an open mind, because the last year and a half has really taught me that everybody is going through something. Whether they have lost a loved one or they lost their job due to the pandemic and other 2020 circumstances. So I just really want to be someone that is more open minded when it comes to something like mental health, because I never really see a lot of people talk about mental health. I don't really see anything about mental health in the news. It's more just about physical health these days with the current pandemic that we are in. And to be honest, I personally feel like that USA was going to finish second in that event yesterday, regardless whether if Simone Biles was competing or not. So I personally don't understand that narrative on how she was letting her team down. I just don't get that narrative because they were, at least as I was seeing it, they were going to get second anyway. So it's not like she cost them a chance of getting gold, in my opinion. Besides, if she's scheduled to compete in all these other individual events, I mean, why not just take this time off from this event and focus on the other ones? Because the last thing you want, if you're not in that right headspace, is to get an injury while you're competing and you have to miss the other events. So that's all I have. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you next time.